Welcome to another episode. In this episode, we're going to discuss about the let variable. Now, if you declare a variable outside a function, the scope of the variable is global. If it is declared inside a function, the scope is local. The let keyword is similar to the var keyword, except that those variables are block scoped, while the var variables are function scoped. What do I mean by that? Blocked variables are now variable keyword is block scoped. So let's say, for instance, the old syntax that is going to talk about a concept declares a variable, using the var keyword. That variable is going to be globally accessible throughout the old scope. But when you're using the let keyword, it is the let keyword is a variable that is limited within the function scope. In the function that you're calling, that is where the only the let function will be executable. Function scope, a variable declared inside a function that as a function scope is not allowed to access the outside function. For instance, now you see the function, this is a function, and the function as a let variable declared inside the scope, the function, which is this. The function is just for the naming, we have conveyed it as ABC. Now this function is going to be called in the function ABC, but when you're using it, you can't use it globally. You can't use it outside this function. Now you come and create another function here. So when you're calling another function, when you want to call the function outside this function, when you are calling the variable, the let variable, but you want to call it outside this function, is not going to run, is not going to give you the output that you declared in it. Global scope. Variables declared in a main body or outside the function can be accessed from anywhere. For instance, you declared the let x is equals to the value that you've assigned. So when you're calling the variable inside the function, it is going to give you the value of x is going to be 20. Now when you're calling the same function outside the scope, outside the function is going to give you the same value that you declared in it. Block scope. A variable declared inside the block cannot be used outside the block. What do you mean by block? A block is a code. The information that is a block is a template that declares the whole function. That declares the whole function that you can choose from to run from anywhere in the whole system. Redeclaration. The variable's declaration is allowed anywhere in the program using the var variable. Redeclaring a variable using the var keyword can impose problems, since redeclaring a variable, a block will also redeclare the variable outside the block. For example, let's say, for instance, you've declared your variable x as 20, and you've called the function outside the block. You've called the value x outside the block. Now the output of the value x inside the block is going to give you is going to give you a value, and then you declare another value x is equals to 10. So the value outside the block is going to give you the value of x, and it's going to give you the value that was declared outside the block. Using the let keyword can solve this problem. Redeclaring a variable inside a block will not redeclare the variable outside the block. Thank you for being with me through the episode. I'll hope to see you in the next episode.